My name is Namdi Ugu. I'm currently the Chief Operations Officer of SD Motions. SD Motions we are an advertising and market research company. So what gives us that perspective is that we have digital billboards that have cameras on them, and the cameras have the ability to get the demographics of people looking at them. So we're able to take back these results to our clients. Perhaps you're advertising on our screens, we can tell you 50 women looked at the screen today, 40 men looked at it today, and they were children, they were adults, and then you can go back and plan your advertising according to that. So we've been able to give focused results. We've been able to give real-time value to our clients. So it's no longer about doing things the normal way of whatever you get. We're giving you an opportunity for tailor-made advertising. SD Motions came about by me watching The Apprentice, the British version, and the host, Lord Sugar, was very intriguing to me. So I decided to go ahead and read his autobiography. And it was a very interesting read, and at the end, he kept on talking about some new technology he had for advertising and market research and helping companies plan their advertising. And I kept on reading more about this technology, following his company, and I realized that this technology could actually be brought back to Africa and could actually work for us in our Nigerian setting and the African setting. So I started following him on Twitter. I stalked him on Twitter. I would send him messages. I would place calls to his office until one day he responded on Twitter and he said, "Send me an email to this address." And I sent him the email and we started talking and we started looking about how we could move this technology back to Nigeria. And it took about 6-7 months, and we've been able to bring SD Motions back to Nigeria at the moment. The first challenge I can say we really had was the challenge of financing. We had to get all our products in to the country. We had to buy the screens. We had to set up an office. It was very difficult at first, but what I can say really led to that was we did not have sound business education when we started, and our feasibility study was way off, so we under-budgeted what we needed to take off for the business to take off. But so far, we've been sorting that out, and I think we're on track to where we're supposed to be. Since we started last year, the response has been very, very positive. We've had so many people come to us wanting to use our platform for their advertising, wanting to use our data for their research. And at first, the first 3, 4, 5, 6 months we were in business was very slow. But for the last 6 months, we've been seeing a lot of interest in our services. We've had some of the multinationals come talk to us about using our platform for their research. And as time goes, we've been expanding into many more fields, and we have people who are also interested in the new fields we're moving into. The best advice I've received, a friend of mine once told me, she said, always surround yourself with people who know where you want to go and who can take you where you want to go to. And I think that has really helped us fashion out our associations, who we choose to relate with in business, and I think that's been very positive for us. Coming to the worst advice. The worst advice I ever got was, build it and they will come. If you build it, they won't come. You have to go chase them before they actually understand your business and understand what you have to offer. You might create something that is really amazing, but people will not come. You really have to go find your future customers and you have to find your future clients. For anyone coming into this line of business of advertising and market research, you really have to get your feasibility study right. You really have to understand your potential customers, because you may have a different market segment from us or a different market segment from everybody who is out there. So you really have to get that under wraps. You really have to understand what you're going into business, who your target market is. And you also have to understand that as a startup, you must place your customers first. I know some of us have that tendency to dash in there and make as much money as we can and get out. But you really have to put your customers first. You have to put their satisfaction first. You might find yourself doing some things for free at the beginning, but it's all part of what you need to grow. And it's going to be a very interesting ride for anybody who plans to go into this line of business. But with dedication, I know you can succeed at the end of the day.
Time for another quick break. When we get back, we'll be having word on the street and today's trivia question.